there. Alright, it's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, we're live. We're live. Computer's up. Today is 12/22. And I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Ooh. Let's refresh here, and we are good to go. So hello, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery, where I make mead every single week. Every single week I make it. We're not ready. We're just not ready. Need a little coffee. Need a little coffee. Get the wheels spinning. It is 12/22 on a very brisk morning. 19 degrees here on the East Coast. Coffee is important. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery, where I make mead every single week, every single Saturday. Come out with a brand mead. Yesterday's your Christmas bark mead. I'm very proud of it. If you missed it, go back and watch the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. The recipe is free in the description, and I show you how I did it from beginning to end in the video. You can make this yourself. South Dakota, yeah, it's probably colder there. I'm not going to complain to you. Not going to complain. It's probably much colder there. Hello, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. I go live every single Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to show you a different step of the mead making process live. I will probably not be doing it this Christmas. I'm trying to rearrange my schedule this week to see if I could another day. So pay attention. Give me a follow. Set your notifications. I will likely do it. I just don't know what day. But I don't think the viewership will be where we need it to be on Christmas night doing mead live. So, but if you missed it last week, we made some blueberry ginger mead. We bottled it live. That was a ton of fun. And we do that pretty much every single Wednesday. And then, like I said yesterday, your Christmas bark mead. The instruction video is out on how to make it yourself. The recipe is free in the description, and I do that every single Saturday. I have never, ever missed a Saturday, and I have never replicated a recipe. Every single one is unique. This is batch 147. Nobody, and I challenge you to find somebody, nobody makes more mead recipes on the internet than I do. I am the #1 guy. Every single week is brand new. This is week 2 of 3 of my holiday meads. All my meads are themed in some category. I'm either doing pop culture mead, ton of fun. I'm doing Norse gods and goddesses, which I've also had a blast with. We just did our Thor mead a few weeks ago, so go check that out as well. Or my holiday meads. Last week we did a Yule mead. It was a ton of fun and delicious. This is my Christmas spark mead that just came out yesterday. And then this coming Saturday, your New Year's Eve mead. So you can use it to drink and celebrate. It's going to be a lot of fun. I do have awesome plans, and I hope everybody has great holidays. Welcome to the Old Gods Mead. I do this every single week. Today I'm chit-chatting about yesterday's batch and anything else you want to talk about, along with drinking coffee. I did not get enough sleep past 2 days in a row. I don't think anybody does this time of year. Compensating with coffee, and that's okay with me. Hello, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, and I'm really passionate about it. It was independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence actually just was revealed this year. There's an article that came out from some archaeologists that found some evidence of some fermented honey on purpose in ancient Africa, 20,000 years old. It blows your mind when you think about something that's older than most religions. There's also evidence in China, about 1,000 years old. There's evidence in Central America, and of course Northern Europe, where the Vikings made it super famous. Did it better than everybody else. That last part's subjective. Everything else I said was true. But what that means is regardless of who you are or where your ancestors drank mead. And I think that's awesome. That's something we have in common. And if the world did anything right now, it's more things in common. Somewhere down your lineage, you have to be awesome that drank mead and probably made it. So you should join this amazing and ancient hobby and community. and do it yourself. I show you how I do it in the most simplistic fashion I can every single week. So you can replicate this and make yourself. Mead, by definition, is made almost in an identical fashion as well. We use honey for the fermentation process instead of grape or other fruits. Like you see the few in front of you, many behind, and the 147 batches I've done so far. Every combination exists in between, and I show you how I make every single one of them for free. My recipes are always free in the description. All you gotta do is copy and paste it and make it yourself. You can also sign up for my very free newsletter just over a month ago. I send that every Sunday. That'll come out later this afternoon. The mead recipe itself will be in there for this Christmas bark mead, but you can also get it in yesterday if you don't want to submit your email. It's a link up in my link tree. You can do it right now, and I will send you it later this afternoon. And if you're really nice, I'll send you all the back copies too, because there's only like I think 4 or 5. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. And then every Wednesday I go live to show you different stuff of the mead making process live. Last Wednesday we had a blast. It was so much fun. We bottled blueberry ginger mead, and it was delicious. It was one of my favorite live we've ever done flavor-wise. So I'll put that repost up later today. I usually try to repost that over the weekend, the following weekend. And every segment is like 10 minutes long, so it's incredibly easy to make stuff yourself. I do 1 in 3 steps every single Wednesday. I'm either starting up what we call a primary. That's always a ton of fun. So that's everything that goes in my 2-gallon fermenting bucket, and including the yeast. We seal that guy up, and then a few weeks later I go live again with that same batch in the step number 2, which is racking. So we transfer that mead from its primary vessel to its secondary vessel, and then it's in a 1-gallon glass carboy where it sits for a few months. And then step 3, a few months later, we go live again with that batch one last time to bottle it. I show you how I bottle and cork everything, and then I tell you what I think about it. All of those Wednesday batches are chosen by people in the comments. That's my favorite part about it. So all those batches belong to somebody specific, and I send them a bottle of it when it's all done for their amazing suggestions. So jump in every Wednesday. A lot of fun. If you want quick access to it on the TikTok side, you can subscribe. It's a couple bucks a month, but it does give you access to choose some flavors, and I ship you a bottle. So that's a pretty good deal. Hopefully TikTok sticks around. Looks like we have some hope, some light at the end of the tunnel. If not, I'm also live right now on YouTube as well. So that's my backup, and I just started launching my X page as well, so you can join me over there. It's not going to be the same content until I kind of get things settled and get into a routine of it. YouTube and TikTok are already fully functional, so you can go and watch me in either place. I would suggest you watch me in both places. A little bit of hope. Good morning, Dennis. Dennis is an amazing mead maker and a mentor of mine. He just put a review of this amazing mead yesterday, so go watch his review video. This is from a company called Dankst. Oh no, you did Odin Skull. Never mind. Similar bottle. He did a flavor of that. A company called Dankst, which is a Denmark mead maker. They make recipes from the 1600s, so it's really cool. But yeah, go check his page out as well. Welcome to our Old God's Meadery community. I'm drinking out of a new coffee cup I got for Christmas present. It's Stanley, like it's a legit Stanley beer stein. Aluminum beer stein. I'm using it for coffee because I thought it'd be cool to have on camera. Welcome to the Old God's Mead. Just jumping in. I got off on a little tangent. I make mead. I make a lot of it, and I show you exactly how I do it, including the free recipe every single. Good morning, good morning. We were up there for a second. I was excited. I got really excited. We were up there for a second. On the road to 15,000. Hopefully I'll hit 15,000 followers this week. Yeah, I think you're both wrong. I think you're both wrong. Anything with hot. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm not hating. Not a fan. Not a fan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit like, follow, comment, share. That's what really helps out any, good morning. That's what helps out any creator that you watch. So make sure, it's really important. It's very easy, and I'm guilty of it myself, and before I start understanding the algorithms. It's very easy to scroll through videos and laugh and show your friends and then not like it. Hit the like button. It's absolutely free for you. It's no effort at all. It really helps that creator out. So make sure to hit like on everything you see that you like. Don't like stuff that you don't like, because then that'll mess up the algorithm and you'll start seeing it a lot. Don't do that. Only do stuff that you like. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Made your first batch of mead? Sour and bitter? Huh, I got a lot of questions. Was it just like a traditional flavor? Like just regular honey? Yeah, I don't typically add honey. There is a process called back sweetening, and I don't do any of that on my channel. I would say a vast majority of mead makers do. I don't do that on purpose. I'm just trying to show the simplicity of mead making and then the variety you can get on with that most simplistic pathway. But something probably went wrong before the back sweetening process if it came out tasting weird. But I got a lot of questions. Also, was it a 1 gallon batch? Because that helps narrow down some things it could be too. Most batches, especially early on in the hobbies, are 1 gallon batches. That's all I do. I do have a bigger fermenter, and I don't ever use it anymore. Traditional honey. Put raisins and black tea. Okay. 5 liters. I mean, 25 liters is a lot. That's probably 5 gallons. I don't know. Anybody good at math here? I can look it up. Hold on. It does say 25, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's just over 6 gallons, 6.5 gallons. So that's a big batch. A lot of things can go wrong with a big batch, especially starting out. I would suggest get a 1 gallon and 1 gallon so you can do meat a little bit faster, and then you can also like perfect a recipe that you like and then upgrade it to a one. Oh, you added cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. You put a lot of stuff in there. I would narrow down your ingredients and start with something more simplistic and then add on as you go. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually videoing you on my typical calculator, but I have my slightly bigger one with me as well. Yeah, I can't say like I'm on the Stanley like thing. I'm not like I've never had interest in it. I do have like, you know, the generic version stuff. Like this is my backup coffee container that I keep off camera here so I can refill my coffee. This is really nice though. Like I don't know if I'm getting like a little too edgy, like one of the popular ones. I'm liking it. I'm kind of liking it. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. As long as you end the sentence with alcohol, you can't go wrong, because you can still have fun with it. If I were to guess, like, that's a lot of ingredients for one batch, even for what I do. I would guess, out of everything that you put in there, I would guess the cloves are what you're tasting. Cloves are incredibly potent. You have to minimize what you use. I use 1, maybe 2 cloves by gallon, and that at max, for that reason. And I do a primary, so if you add that stuff in the secondary, you're definitely going to get that taste of that. Yep. Before you know it, I'm going to have like long, flowing blonde hair, and I'm going to do this all the time. Get it out of my face. You watch. And I'll have 2 Stanleys. And I'll be a little bit tall because I'm going to be standing on a little pedestal and I'm going to judge you. That's my goal. Yeah, do they make Stanley horns? If they don't, they absolutely should. I'm going to write a letter to somebody. Platform shoes. Yep, maybe. I'm having conversations on both platforms, so if you're confused, I'm talking to TikTok and to YouTube. Sorry. It doesn't usually happen that way. Usually, it's like one or the other. But right now, I have a conversation with both. Yeah, I agree. Cloves are like I associate it like with a fall or a winter batch of stuff for sure. Uh, I mean, you want clear stuff. That's good. That's good. I'd love to hear about it. Blueberry, cherry. I don't think you'll need to. If you buy frozen blueberries and frozen cherries and just let them defrost and come to room temperature, I think that'll be all you need. I don't think you need to render it at all. Do I pass? Nope. I actually don't do anything outside of what you see in my videos. So, like I said, I like to take the most simplistic pathway I can. I really am here to interest people into just amazing hobby and community. I've made some real world friends out of here that we hang out. I am super passionate about mead and the history of it. I just want people to get into the hobby. So I don't do anything outside of what you see in the videos. I back sweeten, I don't pasteurize, I don't clarify outside of time. I don't use any additives, I don't use any clarifiers, I don't cold crash. I don't use my hydrometer. It drives people nuts. I don't do it. I don't check my alcohol content. In the scenes I do every once in a while, especially if I'm experimenting with yeast strands. But outside of that, hello. Outside of that, I don't do anything. I just use time. I want to show people how simplistic it can be to get something just beautiful like this. This is my Christmas bark mead that I did yesterday. All I did was add stuff into a bucket. I waited a few weeks. I transferred it into a jar. And then a few months later, it was this. You can't you can't get any easier. You make your own alcohol at home and impress your friends and be awesome like your ancestors. What's in those bottles? Every single bottle is mead. It is the oldest alcoholic form in the world. And it's made in a very similar fashion as wine, except I use honey for the fermentation process and grapes or other fruits. Like jam. I mean, I did a blueberry jam one that I loved. It's probably my second favorite blueberry recipe that I've ever done. Yeah, a majority of my stuff, I guesstimate it's around 13%. Just because I use EC1118, which is a champagne strain of yeast. It's a little higher alcohol content. It's a little bit faster to use, kind of why I started using it. It creates a drier mead, so you get a little bit less sweetness. Oh, if you can get free honey, you're the most expensive thing in this hobby after you own the equipment. And the equipment is super reusable if you're enjoying it. There are some mead kits out there you can get on Amazon. Don't spend any more than $50. If you spend more than that, just shoot me a direct message and I'll tell you the pieces that I use. But you just really need the like bare minimum, a 2-gallon fermented bucket, a 1-gallon glass carboy. If you have a few of those, you can make mead a little bit faster. I'll explain that in a second. A mini siphon, which is how you transfer it back and forth. 2 airlocks, that way you can kind of not have to clean it while transferring it. And that's it. It's really all you need. Anything else you can substitute some other way. You could get all of that equipment for probably less than $30. And then you can reuse it over and over and over again. To make gallon batches. Like the bigger batch you make, the more expensive the equipment's going to be. They do like 5-gallon buckets. They make 5-gallon carboys, glass carboys. You have to have a little bit more room with those too, because once you fill those up, you don't want to move those around. They're heavy. They're very heavy. Welcome to the old God's Meadery. Hopefully I answered those. Good looking out, Dennis. That's good. And quick. Yeah, if you Google it, it'll tell you that is from China. But some evidence came out May 1st this year. There was an article released from some archaeologists, some fermented honey in Africa, the southern African region. They guesstimated it between 20 and 40,000 years old. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. If you're just jumping in, I make mead every single week. I make a brand new batch of it. I have never, ever missed a Saturday, and I have never replicated a recipe. This is my crick mead that I just came out with yesterday. It's batch 147. The video's out. Go to what you think in the comments of that video. I show you exactly how I made it from beginning to end, and the recipe is absolutely free. It's in the description. Or you can sign up for my very free newsletter. It's up in my link tree. It's the very top thing in there. I send it every single Sunday, so I'll send it out a little bit later today. It'll have a recap of last week, including that recipe, and a little bit of tease what's coming up. Put some social media stuff that's evolving. The numbers that I track, just to stay transparent with you guys. Mead, skull. And I do that every single Saturday. And then in addition to that, every Wednesday, hi Scott, every single Wednesday I go live to show you different steps of the mead making process live. This past Wednesday we bottled a blueberry ginger. It was a lot of fun. It was a really great mead. I probably won't be live this Wednesday. In fact, I know I won't. So don't come here Christmas night being all grumpy that I'm not here. It's Christmas night. I'm gonna try to figure that out this morning if I can do another day. If we'll just take a week off. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. It's going to be an awesome week or two, though. Like I said, this Christmas mead that came out yesterday, which I'm so incredibly happy, is week 2 of 3 in a row of holiday meads. Next week, this Saturday, will be your New Year's Eve mead, and I can't wait to show you that one. It should be a lot. Should be a lot of fun. Don't forget to hit like, follow, comment. I am on the pathway on the TikTok side to breaching 15,000 followers. That's really amazing. Thank you so much for letting me be here. It is my happy place, you guys know. And then on the YouTube side, I'm really working hard to try to get my watch up. So if you're brand new to what I do, I have several playlists going, including a master list that has all my mead videos on there. You can go and see all my awkward older videos. Watch every single one of them. Comment on every single one of them. That would really help. I'm really trying to get those watch hours up on the YouTube side. That's what makes me eligible eventually on this long road, for the ads, to bring in a little bit of passive money. And then I won't ever pay you guys for anything ever again until the next milestone. But follow me in both platforms. TikTok has a little bit of glimmer of hope. It looks like the Supreme Court is going to see its case on like the 10th, right? So 9 days for the actual purge is supposed to happen. So we'll see. We'll cross our fingers. From what I understand, and it looks like this is pretty subjective because nobody knows for sure, the platform isn't going to go anywhere. You just won't be able to download it if you don't have it already. And then like the shop and stuff's going to degrade really fast. So the actual video content that I do should still be accessible. So we'll see. We'll see. It definitely will scare a lot of people away, though. But you never know. You never know. And then I am just in the infant stages of settling my X account, so stay tuned there. I put up yesterday's mead video and a couple little what do you call them now? You don't call them tweets. X's cents. I've always put some comment some stuff over there, but I've never ever taken it seriously. But I will start posting over there more frequently. So follow me on X at your mead dummy. I think that's all I had for my plugs for that. I know you're not a fan of it. Nothing I can do about it. I tell you, Grok has been incredibly fun to play with. He is here to chat GPT. He is. And you can make images really fast. It's funny. I put up a post the other day. I was giggling so hard. I've done 2 so far. Superman post that I put up. Made me giggle hard. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go a few posts back. It was my waiting for the Christmas meat I put on Friday. Because Superman was trending, so I just asked Rock. I was like, can you make, like, you know, the new Superman as a Viking, like, looking impatient? And it made me a picture of it. Dennis, good to see you. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, that one is fun. And I think it was Thursday I put up a post. I literally just asked it. That was the first thing I asked Rock. I asked it for to show me a series of Viking women drinking mead, looking disappointed. Uh, and that post is up too. It's a lot of fun. It's GROK. If you don't know what it is, it's X's version or AI that you can ask anything. It's really funny. It's really funny. And it's free for everybody now. I think pictures are limited. Like you can only make so many pictures, you know, per day, I think. But it's virtually Chat GPT. It's just in the Twitter or the X app. Woo! Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Old Guys Meadery, where I make mead every single week. Every single Saturday I come out with a brand new batch of mead. Yesterday, my Christmas bark mead. The exact recipe is free in the description of the video, including how to do it from beginning to end. This was a lot of fun. And delicious. It's a delicious mead. It tastes like Christmas. So this is my Christmas bark or peppermint bark version of mead. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Go watch how I did it so you can make your own. I had a lot of fun with it, though. A lot of fun with it. And it's a good mead. I'm going to take some to my friends today, hopefully. Yeah. Share a couple bottles. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Old Guys Meadery. So, from beginning to end, it takes roughly 5 months. My stuff usually 4 and 6, depending on my schedule. The fermentation process to about 3 weeks. Depending on what yeast you use, that's the average, though, between 2 and 4 weeks. And then I let stuff clarify for at least 3 months after that, so you're at a bare minimum about 4 months. I usually let stuff sit a little bit longer because I have a lot going at one time. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Give me a follow, like, comment, share. If you're on the YouTube side, please go watch all of my videos on my playlists. It's all these ones, including my really awkward, old, uncomfortable ones. I used to make tons of meads inspired by different countries and cultures from all around the world. This year, I've been doing themed stuff. I've been doing holiday meads. I did 13 colonies meads. I do pop culture meads. I do Norse gods and goddesses meads. I've got some new categories in the very near future. Those will be launching in about April in 2025, so stay tuned. I've got a mead every single Saturday. Every single recipe is absolutely unique, absolutely free. I've never replicated a recipe. I have never missed a Saturday. Yesterday's was batch 147, so stay tuned. We're going to wrap up my 3 weeks in a row of holiday meads with this Saturday with your New Year's Eve mead. I can't wait to show you. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're going to launch 2025 off with a awesome pop culture mead based on a pretty popular video game. I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to show you. It's going to be exciting. It's a secret. You'll have to come back and watch. Nobody on the internet makes mead recipes than I do. I am the #1 mead maker for recipes, so come back and watch every single one. And then if you're bored, go back to YouTube and watch all of the previous ones over and over and over again. In fact, right before you go to sleep, you should start one of my playlists and just go to sleep and let it run all night long. Get those watch hours up. So it's if you pasteurize, yeah, like stuff will like kind of drop down in a lot of cases. That's why people do. So it kills all the yeast, so the yeast will drop. Um, there's other methods you can use. There's some stuff you can put inside of it, some chemicals. There's some like clay substance you can put into it. You can cold crash it, so just put it in the fridge and it'll drop down stuff a little bit faster. I don't do any of that though. I just use time. But if you're in a hurry, there's ways to speed it up. I would say minimum you would be stuck at like 3. Can't do it much faster than that and get at least quality stuff. Good morning, hello. Hello, hello. But yeah, a bunch of milestones coming up. 15,000 followers on TikTok in the next week or two. And then hopefully YouTube's watch hours will skyrocket and we'll get lots of watch hours in there. That's my next goal, is to really concentrate on those watch hours on YouTube. And then in the background, I'm going to be, really, in the next couple of days, I'll really get stuff going on my my X account as well. So follow X as well. At your mead dummy. My pleasure. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. But my main mission here is to make mead in the most simplistic as I can. I'm really interested in getting people interested in this amazing and ancient hobby and awesome community as possible. Make sure to join the Discord too. My good buddy Scott, who's in the comments on the TikTok side right now. An awesome Discord. There's a link up in my profile and a link directly in his profile as well. It's a plethora of mead information over there if you're on the Discord side. There's behind-the-scenes pictures, recipes. You can ask questions freely over there without getting made fun of. It's every level of mead maker skill-wise is over there. There's an equipment list. There's a yeast chart. There's a commercial channel where you can go and buy some of the most amazing meads that we've heard about all over the country from meaderies that will ship straight to your house. So that's pretty awesome. This is my favorite, by the way. So jump over to the Discord and join our amazing community. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. I've got lots of stuff to do today, lots of videos to record, some holiday preparation in the background as well. I hope you guys have a packed fun day like I do. It is a brisk 19 degrees. Probably colder in Michigan. Probably much colder in Michigan. I'm not going to complain, but it's too cold here. I'm ready to move south. But, I can't yet. This bar would be really hard to move. I don't know if I would trust moving it. I'm afraid it would break. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be comfortable moving it. I have to hire like some really expensive professional to do it. I can imagine, I would die. I would die if the resin like cracked. Like if the bar top cracked, I would cry. And it's long. It's 9 feet long. It's 9 feet long. I'd cry. Anyway, welcome to the Old God's Meadery. If you're just jumping in, I make mead. From France, hello! What made me get into mead making? I became obsessed with studying the history of mead. That started just by kind of studying my own ancestry and getting over into like Germany and then Scandinavia. And then realizing that like the Norse, the Viking age, they not the first to kind of make mead. They made it famous, but they weren't the first by a long shot, by like tens of thousands of years. So I started going back and started really studying the history and the diversity behind the history. And then like realizing that pretty much every single culture across the entire globe of all time has discovered mead in some fashion or another. So I started making mead recipes that I thought would be influenced by some of those areas of the world, and it just went crazy. And then I started recording it, and now I'm here. What's mead is made in almost identical fashion as wine, except we use honey for the fermenting process instead of grapes or other fruits. But every combination exists in between, like the menu you see in front of you, the menu behind me, and the menu that I do every single Saturday. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definition of mead specifically is the sugar source for the fermentation process. So for the yeast to eat sugars to make alcohol has to be 51% or more honey. If it's 50% or less, it's considered a wine because in most cases introduce another sugar source like a fruit. But if you put a honey into it, I'm gonna call it mead. I don't care what those Facebook guys. So, yeah, I make a brand new batch of it every single Saturday. So, you'll see some of my stuff probably breaches the wine definition as opposed to mead. I also don't care because I have a meadery sign, so I have to call it mead anyway. That was a joke. But mead, yeah. Yeah, don't read that one. Don't read that language. Made in a very similar fashion as wine. Very easy to make. I show you exactly how I do it from beginning to end in every single Saturday video. And the recipe is always free in the description. All you have to do is copy and paste it, and you can make it yourself. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Old God's Meadery. Thank you again. Good morning. And then there's lots of different subcategories. You can do like fruits. You can do spices, you can do peppers, you can do, I mean, the combination's endless. I've made 147 batches for you so far. 148 comes out this coming Saturday, and it is your New Year's Eve mead, and I can't wait to show you. I have never, ever, since I started this Saturday, and I have never, ever replicated a recipe. Every single one has been absolutely brand new. It's an experiment to me. So at the end of my videos, I'm tasting it and telling you what I think about it. Those are real-time reactions. I don't taste it before you see that part of the video. So I'm as surprised as you are in most cases. Woo-wee! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Nearly the same or not. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, unfortunately, I don't sell it. Hopefully, this is a pathway to opening up a meadery. I can direct you in some really awesome places. My favorite mead of all time, and it's a little cliche, is from a winery, actually. This is a place called Linganore Winery, or Linganore Wine Cellars. And this is my mead of all time. They make one mead. They make tons of great wines if you like wine, but they make one mead. This used to be previously called Medieval Mead. They've relabeled things, but they apply our Maryland Renaissance Festival with mead every year with this mead, and so it's fantastic. The general public loves it. It's a great introduction to mead, too. It's sweet and fantastic. And it's like $14 a bottle. You can get it shipped straight to your house. I'm not affiliated. I wish I was. Linganore Wine Cellars. You can go buy some. Mead manufacturers in Scotland. The closest one I have is Irish mead. And I know that could be insulting to you, so I want to show it to you unless you're not insulted. And then I also can recommend it. Yeah, hold on. I have it right here off camera. I usually bring it over with me, but I didn't today. This is Bunranty mead from Ireland. So it's Irish mead. So sweet, fantastic. It's a good introduction to mead. And then there's a company called Dankst out of Denmark. I'm sure you can get this over there too. In Scotland. This is their Viking Blood. This is probably their most famous one. It comes in really awesome ceramic bottles with these Nordic runes inscribed on the top. It's kind of hard to see on the black one. But this is their Viking Blood one, which is a hibiscus and ginger mead. Fantastic. And all their recipes, two things. All their recipes, they make like 5 or so different ones, come in different colored ceramic bottles. And all of them are 1700. So they're really cool. Really cool recipes. I don't know. I don't think you can buy alcohol off Amazon here in the States. I don't think you could do that. I don't think you can do that. So that might be like outside of the U.S. I'm very jealous though, if that's... Yeah. Can you recommend any off of Amazon? But I'm pretty sure you should be able to go to those companies' websites, though. I'm sure you should be able to find some versions of them there. My favorite meal time that I've made, I assume that's your question, is this one right here. It's right off camera. This is my blueberry mead. It's very, very simplistic. But this is 1 gallon water, 3 pounds of honey, 3 pounds of frozen, frosted, brought back up to room temperature blueberries. That part's really important. 2.5 grams of yeast. This one is EC1118, which is a champagne yeast. And then 2 grams of yeast. That's the exact recipe. And it's fantastic. All that stuff went in the primary, not back sweetened or anything. But if you freeze fruit, and then especially in the berry lines, and let it defrost and come up to room temperature, the outer membranes of the fruit itself break down, and it kind of becomes more of a syrupy stuff. It's what you would pancakes. But if you do that 24 hours before you make your mead, you get a much better color and a much better flavor out of it. Yeah, it is a pretty cool. It's like a deep, like, still clear, but very deep, deep purple. You can make some really cool stuff with like pea, a very common like tea that people use to sharpen colors. You can get some really vibrant purples out of that. No, I mean, if you want to like stay cleaner, you can put them in a mesh bag, but I didn't. No, because I use a 2-gallon fermenting kit, and then I transfer it with a siphon, so all the liquid comes out, and all the gunk stays in the bucket. Buckets are so incredibly easy to clean. I literally take it outside and kind of just hose down the inside, real quick, and dump it out for the chickens that live next door. The drunk chickens, as I like to call them. And then I just bring it inside and wash it in a greater detail. But I don't mess with the mesh bags. Mesh bags are if you have something like greeny or something that will come through the siphon, they're really good. Or if you have a smaller vessel, like or if you're eating something that you just want to take the mesh out and kind of there's different methods to making mead, and in some cases mesh bags make a lot more sense to it. Yeah, that's because a lot of Vikings actually settled there. Why? I don't know. It's too cold, but I guess they were used to it, so it made sense. Near the camera. So this one here is my blue spirulina mead. It was a vibrant blue, and it's kind of like just dimmed down over time. Now it's like a almost black color, right? Go watch those videos though. You'd be really surprised in the color change. So spirulina is like a seaweed kind of stuff, and it's really popular in the vegan community. It's got a lot of like, different health benefits to it. But I made a mead out of it. I also did a green version of beautiful as well. This is my apple pie mead right next to it. So this is a very basic recipe, but instead of water, I used apple juice. Apple juice, 3 pounds of honey. This one also had some cinnamon in it. Some cinnamon sticks. Fantastic. This one right here is just my traditional mead. So this is just my honey. 4 ingredients. 1 gallon water, 3 pounds honey, 2.5 grams of yeast, and 2 grams of yeast nutrient. That's it. The entire recipe. And then lastly, this is my epic strawberry. This is my batch 100. You're going to love this. I'm glad you asked. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. Look. I got to get a better shape there. This is my epic strawberry. So this is a strawberry batch with some edible glitter in it. Just for goof. This is my batch 100. So I wanted to do something very simplistic to celebrate my 100th batch. But I also wanted it to be... So I made an epic strawberry. So it's a little gimmicky. But look, it's so beautiful. It's really cool to show your friends. Edible glitter. You can make that yourself. Yeah, you will poo for sure. You will. But who cares? I mean, I think that makes you a fancy pooer. Fancy pooer. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I've used a couple different glitters too. If you go back and watch, there's a few out there. I've had a lot of fun with it. I also did a mead. Let's see if I can figure out what batch it was. Based off the Norse goddess Freya, and it was a very similar recipe, but I used gold. And this is like a black diamond, I think, glitter. I use a gold diamond because Freya's tears turn to gold when they see. There's some Norse background to it. You just have to look it up. Also fantastic, though. Fantastic mead. And then another one I should talk about if you're interested in this stuff. I think I have it here. I do. This is my ale mead. This is a hybrid of ale and mead. I made this for the Norse God War. It's a lot. This one is a lot of fun. So this one has some hops and some malt. And I made a mead out of it. And it smells and kind of tastes like an IPA. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And so easy to do. So easy to do. You can replicate that yourself. Go back and watch that video. The recipe is there, free in the description. It's especially if you like beer. If you like beer, that's a mead beer hybrid. Problem with the supplier? That's no good. Guys, it's breaching 8 o'clock in a few minutes. I'm going to start wrapping things up. I've had a ton of this morning, though. If you don't know what I do, I make mead. Every single Saturday I come out with a brand new batch. I'll put a video out shortly after this live. Just kind of recapping last week. I am going to be in the background prepping for this week. I will not be live this Wednesday, but stay tuned. I may, on like a whim, maybe very short notice, I'll try to go live and do one of the mead processes. Don't get you, because I don't know if I can work it out or not, but I am trying to. But typically I go live every single Wednesday. It's just because Christmas falling on this Wednesday, it's going to be very difficult to do. I prefer EC1118 out of those two. I use both. I use both pretty frequently. D47 will give you a more semi-sweet or sweet mead in most cases. I prefer dry stuff, so if like that determines like your ultimate outcome, D47 is the general public like that more, I think. But what else I got? This coming Saturday, your New Year's Eve mead. I can't wait to show you that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then, you know, I do have some extra time off this week, so I'm going to try to go live more impromptu. Probably in the morning sides when I can. So just stay tuned. Set your notifications. Make sure, two things. Follow if you don't already. It's I'm going to hit 15,000 followers on TikTok. That's really exciting. I cannot thank you enough for letting me share what I love with you and letting me be part of this amazing community. And then on the YouTube side, I'm trying to get those watch hours up, so I need everybody to go over there and watch my playlists. Same name on both. I will be soft launching my X account later this week too. I've always been over there, but I've never consistently posted on, so I am going to take that more seriously as the imminent doom of TikTok approaches. I want to have something backed up where I can kind of communicate. So, and then sign up for my very free newsletter. It's up in my profile. I will send that out this afternoon. You will get a quick synopsis of what happened last week, including the free recipe to this Christmas bark mead, peppermint mead. It's fantastic. And then a little tease of what's coming up this coming week. So, apple cider or apple juice. I've done both. I can tell you, like, the distinct flavor difference between a cider and an apple juice is still there after you bottle the mead. So, both are fantastic. But preference, if that's the same question as saying, do you like apple cider or apple juice better? Both are awesome. Both are awesome. Make a mead of both and taste them both. They're going to be awesome. I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me know if I forgot anything. And yeah, I will be around. If you need anything, always shoot me a direct message on the TikTok side. I answer all of them. And sign up for my free newsletter. I think that's everything. Hello. Yeah. Like I said, I'll be live again something later this week. Probably not to do a process, but maybe. If I plan and get a date nailed down, I'll shoot out some videos and set a reminder for everybody. So thank you so much for what I love and what I do. It is my honor to be here. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys all real soon. And if you don't see me before Christmas, shame on you, you're not watching me close enough. But Merry Christmas. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Have an amazing day.